Hey Sketchmaster family, and welcome to another episode of Sketchmaster. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications so you never miss a video. Today we're going to go ahead and continue our logo and symbols series. This is, I believe, video number 3. And today we're going to be continuing kind of the superhero theme. And we're going to be drawing the Wonder Woman symbol. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the Wonder Woman symbol is a circle, just like that. Okay, so we drew a faint circle here, and then let's see how big we want to make this. Actually, make it thicker on the outside, just like that. And you want to make sure there's, let's say, a good inch around. Actually, maybe a couple of inches, maybe about 1.5 inches. Okay, just like that. Well, that may be a little difficult to see for right now, but what we're going to do now is, so the symbol is basically a W with some pizzazz to it. Always make sure you hit the middle. So I always like to put a line down the middle. Kind of looks like the Deadpool symbol when you do that. Okay. And then on this side, stop right about there. Make sure it's even on this side, about the same distance. Okay. Just like that. And then from there, it's gonna turn into, kind of looks like wings. I don't necessarily know if that's what they are. And they just follow the lines that you have here. So you see how this circle ends. So we start the first wing there, bring it out. This one ends about the same place where this circle begins and ends. Oh, I guess the circle doesn't end, it's an unending shape. But that's where it connects, in a way. Okay, so that's that. Go ahead. Work on some of the little detail. Okay. I don't like how that one side was pointing there. But I had fixed it. So same thing over here. The first wing starts there. And the second wing starts right about here. Or ends right about here, I'm sorry. The third wing will start in that same vicinity. And again, you want to make sure that these are lined up right about there. And if for some reason they don't look straight on your drawing, just go ahead and erase it and start again. Alright, so we'll bring this line about halfway over, right about there. About the same distance. Yeah, it's about the same distance there. Go ahead and cut that off. And then where you stopped there, start fanning downward. Right about there. Okay. And we're not going to go all the way down. And if you want, you can actually make another guideline there what that does is show you from this point up and from that point up. We're actually gonna go a little bit thinner. Like so, okay? And then you can actually darken it in once you do that. Just like that. And then what we'll do is this more or less just traces all the way around. Looks like about a 1/4 of an inch, I would say. So this part's going to be white. And again, basically all you're doing is tracing it all the way around. Just like that. Make sure you keep the same size. Even though it seems like a simplistic type symbol, it can actually get very complicated if the lines aren't gone the proper way. Good, so just like that. And then we have another W that's going to come right about here, also tracing the same shape. And this W is actually going to come up, following the same pattern. See what I mean? If that line's not going the right way, the right angle, it'll tend to mess up the rest of the way the W is going. Okay, so it'll fan that way, and then we're going to continue the 1/2 inch pattern. Sorry, 1/4 of an inch. Just like that. And then we'll actually trace the same distance on this side of the W as well. And then you can actually erase the guidelines leading into that, just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. And I can already tell this is going to have to come out a little bit to follow that same criteria. Okay, just like that. And then our W, I always like to draw guidelines here so I know exactly how far down to draw it. It's going to go just like that. Okay, and this one comes over there. Make sure you have it pretty spot on. Don't worry about it if you feel like the lines aren't straight enough. We'll actually fix that. See, like this one needs to come up a little bit more. I would say for me, the symbols tend to actually be more challenging than the actual characters to draw. There's a lot of straight edges and stuff like that, and at least with a character that I've seen. Let's see, there we go. Then on this side, come straight over again. And this is actually the part that comes down. Yeah. So I messed that part up. I got that backwards. Just like that. Alright, so that's the W, and then with the stars, they look a little different than regular stars, but if you want, I can show you a trick to that as well. Just draw a regular star, and I'll go ahead and do that now. These look like actual, like blowing up or inflating stars. And I'll show you a trick in just a minute. Just go ahead and get where I want my stars to be. Another one here. Just like that. And then another one here. Another one, let's see, right about there. The other one right about here. Okay, so since these stars are actually going to be colored in, we're going to do this. So follow the outside of the star and kind of round off as you go, instead of going. You can see how I'm doing that there. It kind of looks like a spider web now. And when you color it in, you got the Wonder Woman star. It just looks like it's inflated. We're going to go ahead and repeat that here. And for you that may not know out there, this is actually the first time I've ever drawn the Wonder Woman logo. I have not ever actually drawn this before, so this is a first experience for me as well. Just like that. Okay, So that is the basis of the Wonder Woman logo. Now what we'll do is we'll actually go through and trace it. Thinking maybe the marker will be better for an option here as far as coloring it in. You'll find that this particular logo is actually, I think, more complicated to draw than, and maybe some will disagree with me when I say this, but even the Superman and Batman logo. I think I've drawn the Superman logo so much that I've kind of understood and kind of found my own shortcuts and ways to simplify that artwork more than this one. And seeing this is how my first time to draw it, it may turn out easier next time, since I kind of know and figured out at least one way to draw it. I'm sure over the course of time I'll find an easier way to do it as well. Okay. You don't have to color it in per se, but I'm going to, just because I think it'll look better that way. It kind of helps to add a little bit more detail and dynamic to the drawing. All right, just like that. And then we're actually going to, like I said, color in the W. I'm going to use kind of a cross hatch pattern again, because I like the way it colors. Maybe you can go back and fill in those lines with some other cross hatches. You can also directly color just like this. You can use pickles or dots. That can take quite a bit longer though. You can use just simple hatches like that. You don't have to cross hatch them. helps to add sort of a gradient to it as well. However you choose to do it. Will certainly add its own type of detail to your drawing here. As you can see, when you color it in, it looks a lot better, I think, than if you don't. Okay, so there's the Wonder Woman main symbol. I'm just gonna color in the stars here real quick. Kind of almost looks like a deputy type badge too. Kind of like Woody's badge from Toy Story, in a way. Make sure you be real careful here with the circle. Okay, just like that. And follow the circle around. Okay, just like that. And if for any reason you want to make kind of give it a 3D effect on the inside, you can just help by darkening the line, drawing a second line right next to it. Kind of gives it a shadow effect, just like that. You can do the same with the outside as well if you'd like. That's going to be it. That is the Wonder Woman symbol. Let me go ahead and hold it up here for you to see. Just like that. That's going to do it for this video. Make sure, like I said, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications so you never miss a video. Be sure to check me out on Facebook. I do have a Facebook group, Sketchmaster Inner Circle, and I'll link it in the comments below, or the description below. And for a one-time $2 fee, you can actually make requests there for me to draw you things personally. You can actually request video tutorials that you would like to see on YouTube and that sort of thing. And you can actually see special content inside the inner circle that you can't see just on the Sketchmaster Facebook page. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for the next one. I believe we're going to go ahead and dive into some sports team type logos. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, and God bless.